His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
I see in the next few months a nicer country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
And why we should go through this rigorous, chaotic, demoralizing, and inexplicable situation after much cogitation on this clandestine and surreptitious footive. He said, and I quote, "I am not a magician. Forgetting words are like egg. Once broken, they are gone. Once spoken, they remain indelible in the heart of man." Come to think of it, do they have the powers, the spiritualism, the abracadabra, the voodoo to perform the magic, and as well transmogrifically transmute and transfigurate this ugly, debilitating, and exasperating situation? I saw it. The locution, "I am not a magician," in its jocularity in quote 1. 2, the uncircumscribed bluster and in a vituperative ululation. I saw it in their hocus pocus explicandum, explication, elucidation, where we thought the shibboleth was a travesty and a parody to lampoon the masses expected a limousine from the government. After the miserly, the niggardly, the chaser-pairing, the penurious, and the parsimonious, that I will say and remind us at this point in time that this is democracy. The government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Not oligarchy, plutocracy, and aristocracy. The catchword, the byword, the shibboleth, the locution, the conversion, the paroxysm, the spasm are counterintuitively excruciating, malodorous, horrendous, odoriferous, and odorous. But I pray that is so much acclimatized transmogrification, is so much acclimatized transmutation. It's not an act of sarcasm. Could it be that we are heading for better days? Could it be the political Moses that will take us to the promised land? Only on this note will I koto in Japoho, or else I will not this that will take us to the promised land for better days. Could it be sarcasm? Could it be that we are heading for better days? Sarcasm. Could it be that we are heading for better days? Sarcasm. Could it be that we are heading for better days? Sarcasm. Could it be that we are heading for better days? Could it be the political Moses that will take us to the promised land? Only on this note will I koto in Japoho, or else I will not koto in Japoho.
Sententious, inarticulate, and uncommunicative on this act of recidivism, which is the verisimilitudinous xenophobic attack on my consanguinities, thinking it is a path to honorificabilitudinitatibus. Honorificabilitudinitatibus is a verbal prolixity, a sesquipedalian word, a state of achieving honors. Yes, you see, the vilification, language, jejun, wobiko, an obstinate conspiracy is in a political somnambulism and malocclusion. It's in a financial and economic bantigism. Look at the way the game politics is becoming a bugaboo. What a political holy bully. What a political hoity-toity. What a political foodie-doody. What a political hocus pocus you have come with. What a political jabberwocky. What a political poppycock. What a political gobbledygook. With this consternation, I ask that you accept my pertinacious circumlocution. Accept my pertinacious circumambagous, grandiloquence, and magniloquence. But I will tell you this, I will not koto in Japoho. I will refuse to koto in Japoho. Thank you. It is appalling. That is the reason I've been in a compendious, laconic lacuna, not a recapitulation. But let me tell you this, that it is Leka and pulchritudinous that in a legotla, in an imbizo, flagitious and enervating lematas were excogitatedly ruminate how the recidivistical politicals move from budget disappearance to budget doctoration. Now we are faced with a debilitating, exasperating thing with a financial lobotomization. But I pray that this will not ignite a clamorous remonstration. Now, come to think of it, how dare they deplete the citizens of their obstreperous and vociferous modus vivendi? Enough of this vilification and solipsism. This is execrably pugnacious, pestilential, and attenuating. Imagine the imbibition of the political rodomontates, which has kept us in an abject ululation. Why? It's in a political somnambulism and malocclusion. It's in a financial and economic bantigism. Look at the way the game politics is becoming a bugaboo. This is sardonic, opprobrious, malevolent, contumelious, erroneous, lugubrious, and exasperating. What a political baloney. What a political ballyhoo. What a political bunkum. Balderdash and hogwash. At this point, I will borrow the words of the great sesquipedalian, logomanian, that it is crystal clear, like the biblical menemeneteke you foreseen, that this administration has no blueprint on socio-economic matters. But I will advise you to tell Mr. President that following his antecedent and pedigree, we know him, he can do better. Tell him to do better. But at this point, we will not koto in Japoho. Today, what we get in return, what we get in appreciation is the colossal, gargantua, high cost of living. What an opprobrium, what an odium, what an ignominious memento. That even at the barbituration of the so much acclimatized by a scrupulous, fastidious, puritanical, boisterous, energetic, and a routine to thing, but today for party affiliation, sentiments, for political somnambulism and malocclusion, he has chosen to remain close-mouthed, reticent, taciturn, uncommunicative, and unforthcoming, meaning he has kotoed in their poll.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down. and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Thank you. Good to see you. God in heaven is good. He's faithful. He continues to keep watch over us. There is no name greater than his name. There is no one greater than him. He spreads himself over us, for us, and lead us into every day. Every day is a great day because God is fully involved. So we acknowledge him in everything. He is the only God who knows tomorrow, who knows today, who knows what is going to happen over the next few hours. He is the only God, omniscient in all of his characteristics. There's no name that matches his name. He's the God of miracle, the God of million little miracles. Yes, he's good. So, thank you all again for coming on. It's the weekend. Another great day. Yes, great people. It's Friday, eh? Okay. Friday. God is good. God is great. God is faithful. So, we can get started without acknowledging God. He is good. He's the God who keeps watch over us. He is the everlasting God. He is our everlasting hope. He is our everlasting guarantee. He is the one whom we look up to. Bishop Marvin Wynot has come up to lead us into exalting the name of God Almighty, having kept us in his protective covering from Monday to this day, and he is going to take us through into the weekend and bring us back. But he said the first and foremost thing, we must acknowledge him in gratitude. Bishop Marvin Wynot's everlasting hope.
Lord is my light and salvation. Whom shall I fear? Let me hear you, church. Shall I be afraid? Say it again. The Lord is my light and salvation. Whom shall I fear? Whom be. Say that again. Say it again. The Lord is my light and sound. I need to hear you back there. Shall I be? Come on, Bishop, sing. Shall I be afraid? The Lord is mine. Come on, First Lady. I need to hear your voice. Shall I be? Shall I will trust in you. Raise your voice and declare it. Say, I will trust in you. Yes, I will wait on you. That's what I've been doing all week. I will wait on you. Lift your hands and say, I will remain confident. Let me hear you. I will remain confident. I will see the goodness of the Lord. Say it again, church. I will remain confident. Come on, Bishop. Confident. I will see the goodness of the Lord. If you believe in the sea of goodness, I need to hear you raise the sound of freedom. We're going to make this declaration of faith together. And I need every voice in this building to declare, we set our hope on you. We set our hope on your love. We set our hope on the one who is the everlasting God. You are the everlasting God. Somebody raise it up. We set our hope on you. We set our hope on your love. We set our hope on the one who is the everlasting God. You are everlasting. You are. We set our hope on the honor. We set our hope on you. We set our hope on your love. For the one who is the everlasting. Somebody declare that there ain't nobody else like you. You are. We set our hope on you. We set our hope on you. We set our hope on your love. We set our hope on the one who is the everlasting God. Somebody declare it. Everlasting God. With your hands lifted, I will remain. Sing. I will remain. Yeah. Confident in this, I will see the goodness of the Lord. Say it again, church. I will remain confident in this. I will see the goodness of the Lord. I will wait on you. I will wait on you. Somebody raise that up. Say, I will trust in you. Oh, Lord. You say it. Say it. I will trust in you. Yes, I will. One more time. Say, I will trust in you. Oh, Lord. Yes, I will. Say, I will trust in you. I was singing this one Sunday at my church. And we were believing God for a miracle, and we started saying, I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord. Come on, church, raise it up. I will trust in the Lord until I trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord. Everybody raise raise your hands. I will trust in the Lord until I will remain confident in this. I will see the goodness of the Lord. One more time, church. I will remain confident. I will see the goodness of the Lord. Now, if you believe you're getting ready to see the goodness of the Lord, would you take the next 20 seconds and give him the best praise that you can give him? Come on. Hallelujah. That's not your best praise. Come on, take the next 10 seconds and give him the best praise you can. I want to see.
My dear sister Orita Sunday Way Choir, welcome. Thank you. Hope that you are good. Good to have you on the show. Very kind-hearted, good lady. Good to have you on the show this afternoon. Orita Sunday Way Choir. Orita Jikla, Jumo Colley, Jacob Town, Esther Dix. Esther Dix, yes. Esther is called Everlasting Hope by Bishop Marvin Winans. You can just get your smartphone, go to YouTube, and just put in Everlasting Hope or Change, Bishop Marvin Winans. Thank you for liking the song, Esther Diggs. She said, I love the music that playing. Amen and amen. Yeah, we have to acknowledge God. The Bible says in everything, give thanks and praises. Acknowledge him before you get started, because he orders our step. We can plan, but he has the final say. Afra and Nimlam, Afra, you are into the song too. Afra said, beautiful gospel song. Yes, Bishop Marvin Winans. He is the same guy who sang, Let the Church Say Amen. Eric Chie is a lover of the song too. He was there, I'm feeling the song. Yeah, that's good. Amara Jala Amara from Brussels. Christopher Gonletour, Matadi Estate. Abraham Biotwe, ELWA, Asata Miller, Red Light. Asata, you were around there? Did that situation reach your house? Was it around your house that occurred in Red Light on yesterday? I hope not. Venetia's Bar, Nuclear Town, Claudia Paul, Juju One Web, Esther George, Samuel Bobo, Jeff Comonte. You related to the lady, I think, yeah, her last name is Comonte at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. She is a member of the War Room. Jeff, that's her last name too. McKimmon D. Harris, Boston, Massachusetts, and to Frambola, New York, Alexa Mulba, Benson David Victor, Stephen Fowler Jr., Chicken Soup Factory, Gardnersville, Peter Tokba, Dupont Roll, James Doka, Batnersville, Lepei, Jerry, Kakata, Bapin Paul Lee, Johnsonville, Silver, Washington, Bravo City, James Smith, Indianapolis, USA, Merritt Tulane, New Georgia Estate, Stephen Yakadi, Lower Magibby County, David Giflaw, Waterside, Mandra Market, that's Mandra Market, Tobasi, Malu Fofana 20th Street, John Tiwali D6, the District 6, Stanley Bosso, Nina Kuya, Nevet Pevet, Emmanuel Brawl, Minneapolis, USA, Boakat Zodua, Mecklin Street, Waterside, Fatu Corner, Magibi County, Ezekiel Johnson, Chicken Soup Factory, Fred Piga, 11th Street Sinker, Joshua Krieger, Douala Bushra Island, 5th Kelvin Bappin, Nimba United, Willem, Minnesota, Rising Sun, Dallas, Texas, Helena Ondoman, District 17, Maserado County, here in T2, Caldwell Residence, Usman Saul, Gale Street, your business center, Juan Momolu, the same Gale Street, your business center, Gabriel Lawson, Iron Factory Broad Street, your business center, Patricia Zia, your office, Jackson C. Poning, Iron Factory Block C Community, member Block 30 Intellectual Center, the chairman himself is on Roma Rico, or Kenny Ball for short, the melting pot chairman, the chairman that cuts across, the chairman who is a common chairman, yes, a diehard Jawiem, and also his wife, Mary Mulba. Good. All of you, welcome to the show. Perry Slobot, you are on from New Jersey, the USA. Okay, that's good. The protocol so very, 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 very long. Can't get to all. Let's get off Liberia briefly, then we are back home. Not much today. It's the weekend. Thank you for the moral support, the pieces of advice, every other thing, your presence. Thank you so much. Tanzania President Samia Suluhu Hassan told Parliament on Friday that an inquiry commission is being set up to investigate the killings that occurred during the election that returned her to power. Allegations of rigging and government repression sparked days of violent protest in which hundreds were killed by security forces. President Hassan also instructed the police and security forces to be lenient with young protesters who had only followed the crowd after hundreds were arrested and charged with treason, an offense that carries death penalty. She retained the presidency with 98% of the vote in the October 29th election. That's according to the country's electoral commission. Guinea's top court has cleared junta leader Mamadi Doumbouya to contest the December 28th presidential election alongside 8 lesser-known candidates. Doumbouya, who seized power in a 2021 coup, promised initially to return the country to civilian rule, has now officially entered the race. Out of 51 hopefuls, only 9 were approved by the Supreme Court. The election excludes exiled opposition leader and former Prime Minister Silo Diallo. Mr. Doumbouya's best-known challenger is Faya Lassana Milamono, a vocal critic of the junta. Nigeria's separatist leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has asked the country's Supreme Court to stop a lower court from delivering judgment in his ongoing treason trial. In a letter submitted to the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Kanu urged the court to discontinue his trial at the federal court. He warned that allowing the trial to proceed could result in an unlawful conviction. He faces terrorism charges at the Federal High Court in Abuja, which has scheduled judgment for November 20. That will be next week. And South African President Cyril Ramaphosa says there will be an investigation into the mysterious arrival of a chartered plane carrying 153 Palestinians from Gaza into the country. The group arrived at O.R. Tambo International Airport, but were initially refused entry and were stuck in the plane for more than 10 hours as they did not have the customary departure stamps in their passports. Most were eventually allowed in after intervention from a local charity. And because of the government empathy, President Cyril Ramaphosa said the circumstances of their departure from Gaza and travel to South Africa remain unclear. those are the few developments unfolding we could get our hands on. Yes. Okay. So let's get to events unfolding here in Liberia. Let's get to events unfolding. Listen, over the years or prior to George Weah coming to the presidency, he has set up this media institution, and fast forward, the election is on. There is this news of a possible entry, even though it was not too clear. The rumor had saturated the atmosphere that he was contesting, and some say he wasn't contesting, but it was a debate that went far and wide and resonated well with the people, that it was being discussed everywhere in the country. And yes, it became a reality later on, but it was not a solidified decision. Fast forward, his opponents were blasting him here and there. At that time, the radio stations were not many, just few radio stations, including state broadcaster, or what I will refer today as state machinery. So they were blasting him. They were releasing political missiles at him all over the place. And some of the politicians and other people, journalists, started to think, but why? George Weah have a station, a very strong political tool at his disposal, and it is not being used for him, by him. Rather, the other stations or politicians are using the other stations to hit back at him. And the argument was so interesting that experts and all, they were weighing that the advantage of having your own radio station to defend yourself, to propagate your message, and sometimes people who share similar opinion with you or the same opinion can make the most of it. That was the argument then. Push forward again into this time where we are. I say that because the essence of having a radio station is not, there is the political aspect and there is the commercial aspect. If the station is commercial, because the radio stations register on a different content, some purely religious, some purely social, just music and other stuff. If the station is both, or you say in a commercial context, commercial, that means it's inclusive of everything: religious, political, social, economic, everything. If the station cannot fight back, then there is no need for the station to exist. Everywhere on this earth, all around the world, radio stations have different policies, but the radio station don't say why its members are being bullied, attacked. No, they don't. As far as I know historically, and this is 100% true, because we follow the international lines just as we follow the local lines. BBC came under attack and they defended themselves. And I should tell you the most recent, the president of the United States, Donald Trump, attempted to take them to court. and they came to defend themselves. They even, Donald Trump went for financial reward that they refused to pay, but they admitted. CNN, BBC, and on we can go. Things happen, they came in defense. Things happen to the people, people said things about the people, they came in defense. There is no way you cannot defend your own. If you cannot defend your own, nobody. The government radio stations, they are defending Boakai, they are defending Boakai officials, they are defending everybody who is within their space. The same with us in opposition. We have to defend our own. If we can, then there's no need of having the radio station, because that is one of the reasons for having the radio station. Before I put what I want to put in context, I want you to have a listen. Now, some of you may have listened. You say, oh, but AB explained it, AB said XYZ, but that was just in passing as I was following the show last night. It was in passing. And I thought that it was necessary that I say something about it, because this same fellow has a problem. His records here right before me, too. That place, Malcolm Joseph and the rest of the guys, they have always thought that that place, until it can be changed to a public service broadcaster, it will be used as political machinery. There isn't anybody on this earth or in this political space of ours who doesn't have but. All of the people, they have a serious problem. There isn't a clean person in this political space of ours, in this Liberia. There is not a clean person. Everybody who claiming ethical standard and lambasting other people of being unethical are the real unethical ones. We live in a society that everybody is literate some way, somehow. Meaning, you can understand English, you can analyze, and some of the expressions does not require any analysis, you know. So who is clean in this space? Who is clean in the political space of ours? There's this sycophancy, this pretense, or this, how should I call it, deception, that when you are in power, when you are the president, you're vice president, pro tem speaker, executive branch minister, judicial minister, legislative senator, then you are perfect. You are holy. You are sacrosanct. You are that person who is more better in terms of behavioral conduct than the other people. And this is a debilitating sin, a serious debilitating mental problem. There isn't anybody. I want you first, please, listen to this before I put it in context. There is a difference between insult or abusive language, which goes straight to the person. The words are awful. Then description. In Liberia, we take description for insult. But the same people who are saying you insulting are the very ones that use words that they ought not to use, and they do not consider it as insult. That's the irony of our culture. This place needs serious overhauling. needs serious delivery. There is a serious problem. When you are in government, it doesn't say you know it all. It simply means look back over your life and see that you have no problem. Then you can tell other people of ethical or unethical, unruly behavior. Everybody in this space use expressions that are not representative of their status. The very president uses words that are not representative of his status, the vice president and every other people. Look at the conduct of the regime speaker months back. Look at the conduct of every one of those people whom we've had record on them. Their expressions used, their conduct, whether those conducts and expressions were ethical. This is what is carrying this country back every day. People need to rid their hearts of petty jealousy and envy and stop clouding themselves with this deception that because they are government official, they know it all, they are the perfect ones, and the people who are not in government, they are the bad ones, and they are the ones who know nothing. How can you say, this thing here, I took it very serious? You have this place. What happened? What happened? Eugene Fa, until Boaga and his people can know that that place, in the coming days and weeks and months, you will have people fending off. They will not want to go there because the very guy who managing LBS is an undesirable character. You're listening. There is a difference between insult and description. Nobody have been insulting here. Everybody have been describing. It is unto you to describe. If you cannot describe, then it means that the school that you went to, you were there paying money and you learned nothing. Even if you did not go to school to learn, to be programmed mentally, being with literate people in the community or wherever, it exposes you. So you will know, you will have a good reasoning ability. You may not have that average intelligent quotient, but you will have the ability to discern. You already have that naturally. So nobody insults. If we use insultive expression, in fact, it is the government people that can use insultive expression, or let me say vulgar, the word that they get for it. That don't want to know Baba word them. Baba. Listen to the women when they're ready. Listen to some of the men when they're ready. You know what I'm talking about. Those are the words you say insult. When they engage into cutting, they use the Baba words there. Then you have people yelling, "Hey man, my man, hey man, you man. You use that kind of word. Hey man, my sister, you get, just you yellow kind of air." Those are offensive words. Those are words that refer to as insult. Meaning you're demeaning the person to the core. It is different from being descriptive. Description is where you're giving a picture. So the person who is listening to you, or the person or group to whom you are speaking, they will begin to imagine. They will begin to picture the reality in their mind based on how the person is explaining it. Here is a classic, or one of the ways you can understand that. Those ladies who love African show and they watch African shows 24/7, but the time they conclude watching that show, they're explaining it to their colleagues. And by the time they can even reach the end of it, they're sending for that identical show to watch it. Why? Because of the description. The person gave what they yes, by the boy, what they ready to comment it, they can say vivid description. But they paint the picture just as it is. So they begin to imagine as if they are sitting watching the film. That's what description is. And that's what everybody does. So Daniel Sando says George Weah brain is like a mosquito. Did Daniel Sando insult former President George Weah? No. So what? He was being descriptive. Was it ethical? Yes, unethical. There are two things there. Did he insult George Weah? No. He was being descriptive as per his literacy and printing a picture to his hearers or his listeners. Was he unethical? Yes. Why was he unethical? Not representative of him as a government minister. So people conclude when you get a description, then they say you're insulting. They're not insult. We have to know that we have to educate our vulnerable population. There is a wider difference between insult and being descriptive. So last night I'm listening to AB and I said, "But this thing here is worth. I have to share my thought. I have to educate the people." So I got all of the pieces together. Let's start with the man himself explaining. Have a listen, please.
I am very much shocked, and I know how much the Unity Party folks hate me so much. I know how much they hate me so much. If you were to ask any one of them to wake up the next morning, AB is dead, they will celebrate. They hate me so much. They hate Josh Weah the most, but they hate me so much. But they hate Josh Weah the most. And because they just hate the truth, they just hate to be remanded. And some of them, they will sit and say, "Oh, Cancer T, AB is like they, AB can be because I want for you to really tell me where have I really insulted Joseph Walker on this platform. You tell me where have I insulted Joseph Walker? What is your definition of insult? To say Jeremiah Kun said Walker was going to be wearing pampers at this age, he's going to be wearing pampers. And what are the occupants of pampers? Why do people put pampers on babies? Because two things can happen in pampers. If the occupants of pampers is either pee or poo. Now, two things can happen in pampers. And the only reason they put pampers on children because they will discharge these two occupants into the pampers uncontrollably because they don't know how to control it. They don't know how to alert their parents. They can't control it. Even if they wanted to, there's no control. So because they are noted for discharging these two key, terrible, and of course, smelly, rotting occupants into the pampers. That's why you see it happen that way. So when I sit here and I say exactly what is the issue about me being talking about somebody is a carrier of an occupant and two key occupants can be in pampers. And now the two key occupants that can be in pampers are pee or poo. Now we know about children. Why do we put pampers on them? Because at that time they don't control it anymore. Uncontrollably, they can discharge these occupants anytime. And our parents will have to go offload these occupants and prepare for another batch of occupants to come and take over again. That's how the discharging will just be going on. That's why I got baby, man. I got baby right down there. I know I just know when you're ready to discharge. She doesn't alarm. She doesn't care about what it is. Whether she will sit among people, how the occupants will misbehave, they will make life uncomfortable for other people sitting by. They don't care. So if Jeremiah Kun told us that Joseph Walker will be carrying those occupants at that time, and because he's supposed to be carrying those occupants, he's supposed to wear something that will be able to contain those occupants. Welding bar, I thought in that one day that I can't sit down here, you can be talking all kinds of things about me. I'm talking me, I'm not causing anybody, I'm not saying anything. I'm just talking about how occupants supposed to be in something. Normally occupants are contained in rooms. When they say you are occupying this place, it should be your place. You are occupying a place. So you will go there, you occupy the place. Very good. So you occupy. So those are two occupants. And the reason people wear pampers is because they will. And Jeremiah Kun is the one that told us that about this time and age, Joseph Walker will be wearing pampers. I went now to define what Kun really meant. That indeed at this time and age, Joseph Walker will be carrying two occupants in the pampers because people don't yet wear pampers. There will come a time we'll take pampers from on baby because baby will now know when to discharge, where to discharge. At that time, she knows when to alarm and whatever it is. So all of us here, we want all things before. We used to discharge uncontrollably. In fact, there are areas that our parents will be in meeting with people, guests will come. By the time we discharge uncontrollably and just embarrass that whole scene. Street scene will just follow the whole place. That's how it happened. So if Jeremiah Kun said at that time Joseph Boaka will be carrying this as occupant, these are the occupants that will be in the pampas, because the pampas will be the room that will continue the occupants when they come, so that they don't just spread all over. You can now have time to go to, what is the bad thing I told you that one that I just said, what do you call? If I told you people that indeed Joseph Boaka was living in dirty place down there, if I told you people that Joseph Boaka was a beggar, is it not true? In what way am I insulting Joseph Boaka? I want for you to tell me the cost that inside here now. You tell me the cost that inside here. Even in the Bible, when they were about to discuss the issue about the rich man and the beggar, they called that man beggar in the Bible because he was the beggar. There was no way they were dignifying in the Bible to say he was a beggar. No, there was no way. They called the man beggar in the Bible story, I think in Luke or Matthew or something like that. The rich man and the beggar is also inside. They called the man beggar. So if I say Joseph Boaka was a beggar, what is the bad thing I thought inside that you don't even find in the Bible before? So what in bad can talk here about people? If IAB come here and like the girl was sitting down on the radio, the girl said the president farted and he farted again. What kind of way the girl who have dignified the issue about president farting on stage? Should I say what kind of thing the president lose air or whatever? No, farting is fat, fatter, fattest, and fatted. So fatted. The girl said the president farted. He farted again. In what way? That girl went to school like myself. We all went to school now. We know how to put it. In what way was she to describe what Paul Biya was doing down there when he was farting? Someone say what he was not farting? What is the issue? Why your audience said that the class president? Just leave that thing alone. If you're not ready to conform to what society is all about, you'll forget about it. What more you want me to do? What more? I have been most decent. In fact, the only person here will say, oh, if you're talking to how did like Joseph Boaka, all the characterization of Joseph Boaka, they say at the thing. I don't look at somebody who know pie, look at it that way. No, nothing like that, because they are not. They are, look, I see elders, I respect them, I'm passing around. People may not understand it, but you got to know these things. So because of these things I'm doing at the Unity Party, people hate my business so much. And I'm saying the truth all the time. I will keep saying it. I got nothing against you people, and I need nothing from you people, because you have nothing to give me. Everything you have are stolen things, and I've always told God not to direct criminals towards me. Everything that I will have, let me sweat for it. That's why God assigned me to George Weah, who is very fair enough in all of his dealings, and everything is what it called. Yeah, I will continue to be with him. And that's why it is. So I'm very much grateful. So what is the bad thing about it? You're not hearing me talk to has any elder come from anywhere and say AB rude? No, they will not tell you that. I'm one person who avoid problem. Talking, me and elders will not have any confrontation. No day. I work with bosses. They say there are things I walk away in anger, and I just keep my cool, and that's it. I don't have no problem with anybody. Go check my background or whatever it is. Very much refined, disciplined, quiet. In fact, when I leave on the radio, you don't even know whether AB, whatever it is. You won't tell your thing and just walk away from in front of you. I don't have time discussing with people out there. Even women I live with, I don't discuss them denigrating man or no, whatever they know. I'm very much decent character. Anybody daughter with me, you safe. No bad thought you will hear from me, because I'm just the kind of person. But then 1 year, I want to call you.
Now, that will take us to the state machinery called state broadcaster, which should be public service broadcaster. Until that argument can come back, going into 2029, you are saying the first sign of how LBS will be under this propagandist. Let's have a listen to the LBS boss with the injunction, the order, which in my opinion puts Hassan Kiawu in a dangerous position. Before I get to put this in context, let me say, and everybody and Hassan Kiawu knows that very well. He is a professional journalist, a very good guy, very quiet, very kind-hearted, been together For a while, I have not known that man to be in any funny thing. Hassan Kawu commands so much respect from all of the media gurus in this country. He has conducted himself well. In fact, he's working at state radio. You wouldn't even know that he's working at state radio. What this unprofessional, yeah, it's an unprofessional act. Unprofessional. Hassan Kawu has to start having or thinking about plan B, plan C, plan D, because his days at LBS is numbered. Hassan Kawu days at LBS is numbered. It's just a matter of time before Eugene Fagon disgraced him.
Good morning again to all. Let this serve as a warning to Mr. Hassan Kawu that as Director General of the Liberian Broadcasting System, it does not meet my approval for A.B. Godsend Weah to enter the state broadcaster, having abused the president on a daily basis verbally. He is not qualified to sit on the state radio and rain that kind of invective on the president. So I am saying it again. It does not meet my approval. Let this serve as a warning to Hassan Kawu that he is not welcome at LBS. Any attempt to put him in our studio will not be a fine ending. It is not a threat, it is a warning. Thank you.
Let me put this in context now. Last night, AB just said it in passing. Here is it. Have a listen. Hassan Kawu, firstly, FBS Director General is unethical. As a person, unethical in his conduct, as evident by what you heard. Hassan Kawu, listen to that injunction or warning with a possible threat of dismissal from yesterday. Psychologically, he's down. Hassan Kawu knows now with this, Eugene Fagon is marking him. Hassan Kawu is a possible candidate to leave at LBS. Let me put this in context. He is a possible candidate to leave at LBS. He is on Eugene Fagon's red list. His act was unruly politically. That is what is referred to as censorship. Despite LBS being a state broadcaster, it is a small radio by audience and coverage. The station is political institution, not public service broadcaster, as it ought to be, as per the act that created LBS. This is one of the reasons years back, Malcolm Joseph and others were fighting by legislation to get LBS for a public service broadcaster than having it as state broadcaster or state machinery. These are things these veteran journalists were looking at and say if LBS remain a state broadcaster, it will be used as state machinery against people. It will not be a place of balance. It will be a place of censorship. Know this. AB is not in search for popularity and fame. He is well acclaimed with several individual and international accolades, domestically and internationally. In notoriety, Eugene Fagon has not achieved and will not achieve apart from his usual cliche, LBS will not be the same. AB has and is managing one of the biggest and widely listened to radio stations that even government officials feel comfortable listening to than their own, LBS. Even President Joseph Yuma Boakai, his boss, is attracted to AB radio station and platform face the issues, as evident by his reference. AB does not go around looking for platform. Rather, people call him on their platform because of how he positioned himself over the years in the media with substance and worth. AB has gone down as one of the best talk show hosts with integrity and truth. The comparison between AB and Fagon, AB is the standout one. AB is the better one. AB is an academic, a scholar par excellence. Several academic credentials are credited to him by Ernie. AB is a journalist and Eugene Fagon is not. Eugene Fagon is a political propagandist by opportunism or opportunistic moves. Here is it. He was in a weird government. He messed up. He felt that the government was his. He felt that he could do anything whichever way. And he started to say some things, attempting to plunge this country into a serious war that prompted the attention of the US government and spoke with President Weah on it, and he got suspended. Weah, out of goodwill, brought him back again. Show unruly behavior, he was taken off. He sought refuge in the United States, feeding on Stanton and the rest of the people, got on Spoon Talk and started to lambast Weah and say all kinds of things. Buckeye rewarded him. So he is a propagandist. LBS Eugene Fagon only boasts of Secretarial Science AA. I'm telling you, comparatively, the two people are not the same. No, Eugene can stand on his own. Eugene, a political parasite. I bet you, let something happen, or let Buckeye just make the attempt and take Eugene Fagon from there and see what will happen. Eugene Fagon fought hard. He begged the information minister and other people to get him over there. Not that he was in the trenches for Unity Party. He hasn't been a Unity Party person. He is an opportunist. He can survive without government job. The Senate confirmed him on friendship ground and respect for the appointing power, Joseph Yema Buakai, because of what he was doing on Spoon Talk, so Buakai rewarded him. But he hasn't been anything Unity Party. So comparatively, he and AB not the same. His past, there is nothing he is condemning today as insult, unruly, unethical conduct that Eugene Fagon did not reign on and against the very man he claimed to be his bossman, Joseph Yema Buakai. You see the hypocrisy, the sycophancy in our culture. This man insulted, this man sat on state radio, the same place that he said it did not meet his approval. That man sat on state radio and insulted Joseph Yema Buakai. He's one of the person who told us that Joseph Yema Buakai is using battery, that he's not really a human being. What kind of insult did that man not rain on Joseph Yema Buakai? Wasn't he unethical? Wasn't he insultive? Yes. Wasn't it this man who told us that this man is old, sick, and frail?
Joseph Parker is an old, frail, and weak, unpatriotic, questionable citizen. Joseph Parker is an old, frail, and weak, unpatriotic, questionable citizen. Joseph Parker is an old, frail, and weak, unpatriotic, questionable citizen. Joseph Parker is an old, frail, and weak, unpatriotic, questionable citizen.
Now, it was when he was enjoying all of the thousands of dollars from the other side. As far as he's concerned, it wasn't unethical. You have to stop the sycophancy. You got no moral ground to judge anybody on ethical, unruly, or ruly. Nobody in this country, nobody in this political space, as far as we know, everybody has fought some way, somehow. This man said all kinds of damning things. I can't play the other one because the radio. You got younger children, you got people listening to the radio. The expression the man used on Joseph Yuma Boaka. The man caused Joseph Yuma Boaka to the core. That one, when I play it, y'all will say, oh no. All of y'all kind of against me and say, but Sam Andrew, man, I will know you to be good journalist. Why you pull that kind of thing on the air? This man, that's why in Liberia, you got to be careful. When you're writing, know that someone has taken that thing, they're keeping it for the future. When you're saying something, know that someone has taken it. You just have to be very careful. Know that you have a good, clean pass, but don't have a mixed pass, and you think that you're better off because you're in Joseph Yuma Boaka government. Yeah, the man.
Joseph Boaka is an old, frail, and weak, unpatriotic, questionable citizen.
So, wasn't he being descriptive? He was being descriptive. Everybody, the describes. People look at all, they say all kinds of things. The kind of description people give on the screen, the writing, they tell you, oh, we're looking at this, we're looking at that. We can go against them. They're being descriptive, they're entitled to their opinion. That's what democracy is.
Of the Republic of Liberia, no argument. He is too old to be a modern day president. He is too old to be a modern day president. He is too old to be a modern day president. No argument. He is too old to be a modern day president. No argument. He is too old to be a modern day president. No argument. He is too old to be a modern day president. No argument. He is too old to be a modern day president. No argument. He is too old to be a modern day president. Joseph Boaka is an old, frail, and weak, unpatriotic, questionable citizen of the Republic of Liberia.
People are always.
That's the man. If I put the other one on, I swear, man, the Bible says one, I swear, but let me just say for discussion's sake, I swear, all of y'all will come against me. Down to ABC will get vexed. Say, we were Israel, all of them will get vexed. Say, my man, why you put that kind of thing on there? See how that man caused Boaka. The man went, sorry to say, me say the man went inside Boaka. He know all those things that people were recording, keeping them. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that he's saying today that he did not say against the very Joseph Yuma Boaka and his other people. In CDC government, he was there as Deputy Minister for Public Affairs. You hear him? How he described Joseph Boaka. Comparatively, he and AB not the same. AB far better than him. Far better. AB does not need that platform. In fact, AB's presence on LBS will increase LBS fame and popularity. The state radio is not a free radio. It's not a free radio. Look at it. No disrespect, I'm not condemning them, but he brought LBS into the public space now to be discussed like this. No. AB's presence on that show will have added spice. And that's why some people they say, okay, look, Hassan, you put AB on. You're getting the benefit of the doubt. There. He always saying our government this, our government not that. Yeah. So let's make him to know that our government is more tolerant. Our government is this, our government is that, than his government. So you're giving, even if AB is on the air for 2 hours, 3 hours, let him flow. Some people, that's what they do. And you see this radio station? This radio station is being managed by AB. This radio station promotes less of we are and the other people. You know the reason every other people, when you listen to the radio station, you listen to the news, you listen to other things, then yeah. Some people will be wondering why the station at George Weah station, it be managing it, then yeah, Waka on the more, Unity Party people on the more, because AB is a journalist. He does not censor anything. He does not go in the newsroom and tell news director, but man, what I heard on the news today, why you get out other man saying this, saying that, why you get out other person in the news? I don't want to hear it. No, he does not censor because it is a public service broadcaster. Kings FM is for everybody. So everybody idea comes on the station, goes to the public, and the public can decide. That's why you see Kings FM incorporates everybody, accepts everybody, accommodates everybody. All of the views. Not a single day you ever hear any information say AB censor they want. Oh, they want now where they want more not on the air. He won't hear it. Because when you start running a radio station that way, internally, you create insecurity for the rest of the people. Secondly, the people will not be broadcasting normally. They will not come out. They will not come from in out. That fear will be there. Going on the air. They want, at DG, you will say the other one. At GG, you will say the other one. So let's leave it. And you will not get nothing out from the people. What would then happen? People will start finding a way to leave. It happened to a given radio station that is existing right now. I told you this thing a couple of weeks ago. The guy who, a friend of mine is there. The guy told me, we're talking from one end to another. And then I think, I said, oh, my man, I was on the internet and I was watching your news. After our news finished, I was flipping from one end to another and I came across your news. Two ladies were reading the news and they can read. They are very good. So I would like to see them and tell them thank you. And then he called the two ladies' name. So then the conversation jumped into the talk show. Then the guy said, oh, my man, the way the man, our owner man acting said, he said, even two persons said the talk show, the guys that are doing the talk show, they suspended them. I said, but why? What happened? He said, oh, the people are discussing something, and the guy they had on the show, the man just called and say, oh, my man, what you put that man on the radio for? The man talking this, the man talking that. Then I want my radio for. Tell the people from on the radio. And the guy said the two guys felt uncomfortable, they felt demeaned, all kinds of, and then they just washed their hand. He said it first started with suspension and suspended them. What happened to the radio station today? The radio station don't have the people again. The information goes out. Oh, you go to that station, forget it, unite yourself. Or you can broadcast normally. Or anything that may take telephone and call, and so now he will even suspend you while you on the air, say you must move from there. That's why managers stay off. They leave the institution or the departments to run freely. One night you ever heard say Kings FM, the one was censored by AB. They want, he say he want this one. They want who you get on the air and all the kind of the radio station. Everybody, CDCO, UPO, MPCO, government, everybody. We take government announcements. We're reading it yet. We carry Bwaka's story on this radio station more than George Weah. We carry government station more than CDC. You think it became poor stop to it and say, I want to hear it? No. But because the man is a journalist, that's why when you go to school, when you go in a journalism school, you know journalists from propagandists. The propagandist is only there to satisfy the master. But the journalist is at the service of the people. That's why Kings FM is open to everybody, every view. People kind of sit down on the radio. They're talking to George Weah, the blasting George Weah. The boy say, but Kings FM, man, the man that the man will get the station and blasting, but the public service, him anything. George Weah, he said, listen, he don't get time. George Weah knows that the public radio, that's what the radio for. To serve everybody. He said it all to serve him. I want to be singing his praises, but everybody. We close here on this. JMB is not above criticism or reproach. And nobody is above criticism and reproach. Nobody. Everybody in this country, in this political space, is open to criticism, is open to being condemned, being criticized. The president is open to criticism. The president can be criticized. Except you people confirming what we have always talked about, JMB having the same characteristics of Nebuchadnezzar. Except they tell us, yes, you guys are right, JMB is a dictator, and everybody should worship him. And that is exactly what Eugene Fagon. He is a public servant, and he can be criticized. As well, he can criticize descriptively. Yesterday, UP people, they insulted George Weah unregrettably. They got on radio stations and they were insulting George Weah. This same Eugene Fagon, what was he doing? He was countering them. He was countering them. They said all manner of things. They said yesterday George Weah died. Unity Party people talking to the president that way today. They said nobody must talk to say anything funny about Joseph Imabwaga, as if Joseph Imabwaga that baby. Joseph Imabwaga himself, he know that coming to the presidency that open something. You think Bwaga that picky? Bwaga that small ball. Bwaga being in public service, according to him, for 40 plus years. He has been in the public service. If you want anybody to criticize you, go and sit in your private life and sit at your house. Nobody, everybody who in their private life, nobody goes to them. But once you come into the public glare, your life is open to criticism and condemnation and every other thing. The same way the president has the right to criticize people. He's not above reproach. He's not a saint. He's not sacrosanct. Let us stop acting like our leader. Our leader is a demon god and everybody should bow and worship him. When you do that, you're dividing the country further and you're putting curse on the country because you're telling everybody to worship this man. So people now will see the man as God and God is insignificant. Then when God inflict disaster on the country now, nobody know why it happening. They will just say, oh, the country is the country that. What the people have not told, they have criticized and they're still criticizing Donald Trump. They describe Donald Trump all kinds of ways. Do you hear any congressman or any executive person saying this is wrong? You talk to the president all kinds of ways. We have to drop that patronage politics and seek offensive. Bwaga is not above criticism. Bwaga is not above reproach. Bwaga is a public servant. Bwaga is not a saint. Except they want to beatify Bwaga, then we call the people who can do that. Except they tell us now they want to beatify Bwaga because it is the form of turning a person into a saint. I know who can do that besides God. And God does not make anybody saint. What did they say? They say all manner of things. The people have all the Unity Party people around. They say, George, we are dead. George, we are sick. They say, George, we can't wear shoes. George, we have feet swollen all. They came to say the men are running beyond all the lay gas. They were saying all those things. They did not say that's the president. No. They did not say it was unethical. As if history is only for them. No. The decision. Yes, the decision, as we close on this one, as I try to unpack it. Yes, the decision. Listen, nobody needs government gathering. Nobody needs government platform. You can only be, if AB did not have, then you say yes. But AB has a platform. How will you say a person should not when a person has a platform? sitting on your platform for 1 or 2 or 30, 35, 40, 45 minutes, what it does, as compared to the man sitting on his own radio for 4 hours, 5 hours. So it was AB who was going to add spice to LBS. Look at the space, look at the interval that AB has stayed in the media. Look at the impact, and look at Eugene Fagon impact. Look at it. Moreover, despite the ideological difference, AB is by far respected amongst Unity Party officials than Eugene Fagon. Despite the ideological meaning that there are differences on political opinion, they have the political opinion, they're supporting their content, AB has his. Despite that, within Unity Party, there are a number of Unity Party people who respect AB. AB is popular amongst them than Eugene Fagon. They see Eugene Fagon as an opportunist because they know exactly he was in weird government. He said all manner of things. They knew exactly what he did there. And so he just on the side now because no way to wait. They say can't sit down here. That's why when he went to the Senate, the boss said, "You bring your academic credential." The only thing will show secretarial science A. The rest of the guys gave up. Edwin Snow started questioning him to the core. He was ashamed. He was embarrassed. The boss said, "Let your leader mayor, so let him go sit down over there. So at least you will be getting something for survival." They're not seeing Eugene Fagon that said Unity Party people burn a house, they burn a shop, displays a woman, all kinds of things. They're not seeing Eugene Fagon. So listen, and this is a general statement. We don't need their gathering. We've already know, as I've always told you, this is a warfare. Your enemy don't like you, that's why they're your enemy. We don't need government gathering. We don't need government's program. We are in the age of technology. Boaga can have a meeting. I can sit right here and get everything about Boaga meeting, whether it's off camera or not on camera. There is no government program that we know. We're in the age of technology. Gone are the days that we're in the manual or monolithic age that when they invite you, you can't access, except you wait when your friend come outside, then you ask them. But in this age, no, I can never bluff with any gathering. Say, let the people come. It's open. Because you invite the people, they will get it. You invite them, they will get it. People all around. Sometimes things happen in this country. We that here, when we know the people who are out of the country, they already know, they get it. We're sitting down right here. Things are happening. Government officials asking us. They're asking us, oh, my man, this and that. Then they can say, my man, you know that you're a journalist. You tell us what's happening. Because we can get the information before then. We don't need government gathering. There is no government function that we need to go on. No government function. We're comfortable this way. We all know the country is divided. Unity Party people on their side, we on our side. It's better. Thank God Almighty, during weird time, he never discriminated. CDC officials never discriminated. When Unity Party journalists are not at that press conference, they will wait. I know that for a fact because we're around all of the time. They will say, let's wait for this UP journalist. They did not see it as party on the other side of the uprising. They saw the people as doing their work. George Weah would take opposition journalists. They were in opposition at that time, carry them out of this country. George Weah having press conference. Everybody, CDC people, MPC journalists, or whoever, Unity Party, all of them were there. In fact, it was the Unity Party journalists that were more concerned. Their blood was boiling all of the time for we had to call press conference. They will be asking Solo Kebe, calling Smith Tobe. My man, when the president having a news conference, my man, the president needs to address this thing. The thing happening, the president needs to speak to you. Because at the close of the day, the president is going to say, "Una CDC journalists." Everybody went there. Not a single day George Weah and CDC officials discriminated. You went there when they say, "Show your ID card." They say, "Yeah, Unity Party, get inside." And CDC, okay, see your ID card. Kings FM, get inside. Banner FM, get inside. FBS, get inside. They just once you show your ID card, they want to know whether you Unity Party journalist or you CDC. You know, they saw everybody as the journalists of the Republic of Liberia doing their work. George Weah never discriminated the 4 years. 4 years. I say 4 because COVID-19 carried 2. You never saw when they're having news conference. Everybody, sometimes they will ask the journalist, say, "Oh, in a friendly manner, on that normal thing," something like later that they say, "Let's know each other." Then you say, "Oh, I'm Sam Andrews from Kings FM. John Josiah from Bushro Radio, that Yombli Kanga Radio." Yeah, just like that, and everybody will go. It is only in Unity Party that they are discriminating. So we know, and we've already resigned onto that. So we don't have time for Unity Party gathering. We're not looking for fame. We're not looking for recognition. We're not looking for the $50, the $100, the $150 that they will give. No. So we don't have to. When you go, but when they're having a program, by the time, let somebody in the media place say Kings FM, or when they look at the list, say Kings FM, say erase it, take them from there. Our own media colleagues are engaged. One of them off air, say, "Oh, you know, Sam Andrews and my man, you know." I say, "Chief, don't do that thing. You're enjoying it today. Yesterday, George, we had never discriminated against you. He never. George Weah people never discriminated against you. George Weah saw the media as the media of Liberia. He did not see Unity Party media. He did not see CDC media. He did not see MPC media. He did not see them that way. He saw them as the media of the Republic of Liberia. That's why he will call all of them. When he's having it at the executive mansion, they go there in number. When he's having it at his Jamaica resort residence, they'll go there in number. The place used to be jam-packed. So we ain't get time to add, "Yo, you the other person, you the other person, yo, you're telling me in front later, Buaka Mene." No. So, Chief, we know that nobody needs Unity Party gathering. Unity Party can have 1 billion gathering every day. We don't need it. We don't even dream about it. No Unity Party gathering will ever dream of to go there. But as an opposition party, an opposition radio station, right? Here is it. Here is the main thing of an opposition radio. We look for the negative. And that's why we took interest in that booing yesterday. We took interest in it. And that's what the Unity Party was yesterday. That's what they were doing. They were looking for the negatives about George Weah. They were manufacturing their own lies so that it will give their audience, their listeners, and the international community a believing picture. So they see, we don't need to go to any Unity Party gathering. Don't dream about that. And you don't even send us invitation. No, we don't need it. Because we get the information. We're getting information. We're in the age of technology. So why bluff? If I were you people, I would stop that thing and say, look, come on, this is nonsense. Let's invite the people. There's just information, they come and take it and go. We're not doing anything sinister. We're not doing anything occultic. So denying Kings FM and other radio stations from coming, what will it do? What will it change? Will it get the government 2029 elections? No. It only shows that the government is dictatorial. The government is discriminatory. We don't need a chief. It is better to stay in isolation of one another. You people be on your side, we on our side. Nobody is freak for a government program or platform, yeah? And lastly, you seditions, opposition members, we need not explain this thing. That is why you need to support your own. That is why you need to support your own radio station. Yes, that is why you need to support your own. The line has been drawn. Have you not understood yet? Unity Party has drawn the line. The government has drawn the line. People from opposition know. Meaning you're still on your side. We say on our side, we only deal with our people. We only promote our people. But you think it's not necessary to promote your own. How many times we have not encouraged you people to support your own? In other countries, that's what they do. In other countries, the people get an announcement. They take it, that announcement, they will carry it to their own radio station. When you hear that expression that you can use, oh, Kings FM, our radio station, oh, our radio station, that's exactly how the people can do it. Anything they get. When they say, oh, the announcement, yeah, we won't put it on the air. They say, oh, we're carrying it to our radio station. So if the radio station is running announcement for 500 liberty, they will take 200 liberty from that 500. So you will carry 300 back home because that your radio station, you complementing the station. So the station in turn complement you too. That expression that you can use. That was station here. That what I mean. Go in other countries. Go where you're Guinea, Sierra Leone, Ghana. Go see it. Go see it. The while I was looking through before I came on. Because I said today, only the thing I come in talk. So not much work I had to do today. I was just relaxing. Just running from one end to another. The people support their own. They know that they're in a space where the government will not prioritize them. So they cannot be saying that our radio station, that our radio station. Then they join all the radio station, they carry the announcement, they carry the ads, they carry the thing there to other radio stations. No, they take ownership. That's what it means. When you hear the people say this is our radio station, it means they take ownership of it. They get it in, say, we're taking the announcement to kids. We get it out here, we're taking it to Voice of Liberia. Okay, we get the other program coming on, we call it Banner FM. We get the program coming on, we call Kings, we call Banner, we call Voice of Liberia. Just like that. Simple, that's how they do it. They promote their own, they elevate their own, they sustain their own. Because they know the divide. Government not promoting opposition radio stations, government promoting pro-government stations. So you now know and understand well when we say we are in a political warfare. Just thought to, that's the only thing for today. I see you. Yeah. I see you. I hope Malcolm Joseph can resurrect that debate. They were trying in Ellen's time. They were told to do a legislation to that. They had lawyers working with them. I think they went a little bit far. But then suddenly everything just stopped. Yeah. You ask Malcolm Joseph, he still have that on his desk to change LBS to a public service broadcaster and not state broadcaster. When you say state broadcaster, you're saying the radio station FBF for the government. It was created by an act. And the act that created FBS, that's not the way it is being used. It's being used as a political weapon against political opponents. It was set up principally to disseminate government information, to incorporate views and every other thing. It was set up as a public service broadcaster. A public service broadcaster is that broadcaster that is at the service of everybody, just as Kings FM is. Serving everybody irrespective of their belief, their opinion, their persuasion, whatever. That's what a public broadcaster is. But if it is a state broadcaster, then it becomes state machinery. We'll use that machine against the country. Yesterday, all these people, yeah, the other man.
CDC let it kick in the septic tank. And in 1 year, 8 months, it's still in the septic tank. Yeah. CDC let it kick in the septic tank. And in 1 year, 8 months, it's still in the septic tank. Yeah, you got to take something that is kick like cement. You got to use detergent. You got to use solvent. You got to break it down. You got to water it. You got to before you clear up. So it sounds too short now. And that's what we're doing. They sound too short. We are intentional about lifting the economy, and that's why we let it kick in the septic tank.
Okay, so that's it. That's it. Where is Mangara? So the man engaging in illegal mining here in Costa. Yeah, I saw him blasting Botokane because the woman is raising an issue that his venture not bad, but it is the path he's treading is illegal. He has turned on the woman, blasting her. So all the BMO he'll be making, dependable nephew engaging in illegal stuff. This break, then we take your calls. Copycat Unity Party has taken CDC Remo. Copycat Unity Party, they have taken CDC RAM. RAM means the way you flow, how you use words or phrases in order. They've taken the vest. They put not take it. They not take you. The guys are dull. They're not creative at all. They say, yeah, they're not ready one. They say we pass MCC, the vex. Bosses, yeah, the vex. Budget goes to 1.2 billion, the vex. Yellow machines coming, the vex. There you go. Yeah, CDC teaching the people. Hey, man, it's too shameful, man. CDC really teaching the people. Man. But let's go to one of the cleanest songs, man. Yeah, the song's too clean.
Jah Rastafari. It's a redemption day.
Wagwan must struggle.
Wagwan revolution, people. Wagwan the blue revolution. You ready? CDC, you ready? Let's go. CDC come, CDC come, CDC build, CDC build, CDC red, CDC red. Headquarters coming. Yeah, we building a new home. Let's build. Let's build. The men they want the more, the pop they get it one way. Hey, let's build. Let's build. We did it before, and we can do it again. Say, let's build. Let's build. The men they want the more, the pop they get it one way. Say, let's build. Let's build. We did it before, now we can do it again. Now watch this. We coming again. We coming again. We coming again.
We will do it again.
We coming again. We coming again. We coming again. CDC coming again.
Drawing blueprints, breaking ground, A foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break can be a piece of our hearts. A place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising. The rules are taking shape, building a new home. With love from the start. Through laughter and tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace.
Let's go. The men they want me more, they want me Let's go. Let's go. We did it before, and we can do it again. We are the masters. This is our party. It's not a building. This is an idea. This is our struggle. This is our future. We can be broken, better and stronger forever.
The Blue Revolution is building a future.
They break it before, we better it before, they break it again. We were better again. They break it before, we better it before, they break it again. We were better again. They in position,
The best,
we in opposition.
the best,
They gave us eviction,
the best,
a turn to demolition.
the best,
We turn right,
the best,
we turn left,
the best,
we do this,
the best.
we do that, the best.
They are so mad for no reason.
All the charlatans, all the motivants, all the misfires, all the surrogates.
They are so mad for no reason.
This apologist was for rescue puppets. Tabula rasa put us in economic destitution.
They are so mad for no reason. We coming again, 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 CDC coming again.
Oh, Jarastafari, what a wow. It's a redemption day.
They both took your brain, or they took your intellectual property. You see how these people do? They took your brain. You people brought it. You people put it together. You people are the originator of that phrase. We build the vex. We in opposition, the vex. That phrase, CDC, the originator, the crafter of it. Unity Party can take credit for it. It's not nothing absolutely.
The Blue Revolution.
We are the masses. This is our party. It's not a building. This is an idea. This is our struggle. This is our future. We can be broken, better and stronger forever.
The Blue Revolution is building a future.
Yeah, we know. They break it before, we better before, they break it again. We were better again. They break it before, we better before.
Get ready, oh. Get ready. Yeah, your brain here. Your intellectual property that Unity Party took. Yeah? The plagiarism. Wrong. Can't take somebody's intellectual property and use it.
Before, they break it again.
So listen, oh. Listen to it.
We will build it again. They in position. The best. We in opposition. The best. They gave us eviction. The best. They tend to demolition. The best. We turn right. The best. We turn left. The best. We do this. The best. We do that. The best.
Yeah, you continue to teach Unity Party people. You continue to teach them. You continue to bring out Google ideas. They feeding on you. The people, they are copycat. They can't do anything on their own. Yeah, they're just stealing and eating money all over the place, creatively, nothing. So they said Rachel Kuhn, a doctor now, AME University confer honorary doctor degree on Rachel Kuhn, but any government say nobody should confer honorary doctor degree on anybody. And I went to the Commission on Higher Education. Martin Colley came all around with that. I don't know how he called his commission. They were saying all kinds of things. AME took it too. They took it serious, which is not bad. But they came out. The Commission on Higher Education said no. So what they were saying now, that Rachel Kuhn should not use his honorary doctorate degree because they confer doctorate degree on a man. So you call Rachel Kuhn doctor. Huh? You call Rachel Kuhn doctor, regime speaker. That a man there, they confer doctorate degree on you. Man, see, that your man, so all of you get doctorate degree. Doctor, regime speaker, Rachel Nagbe Kuhn. Okay, let's go to the line. Before then, let's read some of the comments. Masisi, the man, Rachel Kuhn got doctorate degree now, so now only you alone. Amara Jala Amara say Bwaka and his officials are seriously retrogressing our country with too much corruption. The old man is evil and insensitive to the suffering of the Liberian people suffering. Emmanuel Bro, it's so unfortunate that Eugene Fagon has intentionally turned the Liberian broadcasting system into a JNB Unity Party radio station. Teacher Light shouldn't even bother to go there. No, no. Who's there with it? Dockard Billy says, since you know, okay, this one, you people are intellectualizing Zoom. Ferris Kokpa said, in a country where merit is a requirement for a job, Fagan could in no way become a director general of a state broadcaster like LBS. Definitely, that's true. But the man is the only list of all the director generals. Oh, look at the guys who served before him. He is the only man with secretarial AA. He's not a journalist, a propaganda. He's never sat in any classroom or went to any journalism workshop. Nothing. That's why he's just shouting and screaming all over the place, acting like he knows it all. Clay Richards said Eugene's problem is he talks too much. He talks too much. Doesn't know about too much. Big mouth. Ibrahim Bogart said, by the grace of God, our great President George Weah will come back to the presidency again. Bogart Zodua, please play that recording for us because the rescue officials will still define their director, or defend rather, or you want to say defend their director of FBI. I mean, we get more thing about that man. I can play the other one on the radio. No. But we get it about them. I get it. All right, let's go. Let's go to that. Go to the line. Yeah. So, my CC, the man get a doctorate degree. So you and the man are When you call him, register him and say, doctor, regime speaker. Let's go. That's the weekend, so we'll go home. Yeah. Thank you for the support from Monday to Friday. It hasn't been easy, and it's still not easy, but we are fighting it. Yeah. Let's go. 0772 23 99 33 0777980375. Hopefully by Monday, 0886 304497 will be ready. Let's go. They say, ladies and gentlemen, eh? You know what they say? But the ladies line out on here. So let's start with the men. Hello. Hello.
This is waiting for two calling for Jigota Ria.
Yeah.
Thank you. You are saying, oh, the only problem that we have now is that we announce some are taking about it too bad. We can even drink about it, and we know we'll put them out. The people want to call the people that they move in power before you will get it, and then they want to call back. We say conquer people. We discover it, but we'll discover that I tell you they will have found their own way. They will control it, you will control it, and say that it's not here will correct. I tell you, thank you so much. I hear from Israel this morning, and tonight I'm waiting for Eddie. Thank you so much, and God bless everyone here.
Amen. Amen. Have a nice weekend. We're in Sabato. All right. Great. Hello.
Good afternoon, Sanju.
Good afternoon.
Yes, it's a back calling from Johnson. Thank you very much for the topic. Thank God you're not playing all required because when you did for God, you were enjoying insulting Bwaka. I record it and listen to it. Thank God you play it, but you know what happened? You never know that the reason we got integrity, our government officials that were in CC government got integrity. They were never feel so wrong. On the time, they not even carrying government, they never abuse President Bwaka before. So they got integrity. And the reason you see when we were war, our feet big on up. Yesterday, they were insulting President. We are all around here. President, we are not even go after them. Instead, look at the whole EBC. Our this war on the EBC. That EBC was from 4. The integrity of EBC. You never know when they say all kinds of things. Instead, no, that job we are permission of a move for you. Yes, and the reason we try our leader and our empower and live for them, we power them. That reason we're working again now. Because we're integrity police director, we're integrity all the ministers are working and we're getting integrity. You a few percent worker here in the job. When you kill worker in the reason you see board making that people to person in worker government. You know what I'm saying? So as the men are saying educated in getting integrity and the pastor and the people in the country they're looking at it and that kind of men that here one person we are getting integrity that we can turn it on the now, he will come back to deliver the country. Thank you very much.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. How you doing, Frank? How are you?
Fine.
How you doing? Anyway, for the topic about discussion, my name is Clinton Freeman. I'm calling you from Johnsonville. You know, because living in real life or using Fagon is taking the wrong right. If you don't have any other person to kick into or to go against, let me forget about my mentor. You know, when Carbon says really, when it comes to water down, everywhere, you can tell the water, it bust up. That is there. He cross that mark that different thing is looking for. It will be the very first and the last for you to even go against him. Now I'm very serious about it because Will is my mentor. I follow his pillar of King's Heaven to the fullest. Every one of you are our mentors that we are listening to for your information. You please that don't get access to talk to him for when I know him. And I didn't want no Fagon, but then you stay out of him. Please. And that mentor, doctor, that my CC know how to handle him. For me, I'm doctor. That's a student going to school. So say, hey, compare yourself with my CC. I'll leave you with my CC. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
This is Aero Council. Yeah. DJ Fako. You know, you don't talk. Talking your score. You always telling people to succeed. You give drawing into your ear. And I had a meeting so plenty until they made them. Minister to Information. Who goodness again talking from there? Since then, therefore, EBS for when you even get this to watch show, you go there, nothing good you see. You get there, occupy that space there for you to bring confusion. But Mary AB, you can't get to AB. The evil that they think they plan, they will get to them. They will go to them. Because that boy, he do nothing. They had it then, something our man. The man get telling us the truth. And we believe in him. So he lied. What he say, if you want to sack that ball, he can sack him, but the ball will come back and do better work because he do nothing like myself. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice one, Elder Council. Hassan Kewu has to be careful. Hassan Kewu days at LBS and number. Don't want him to get out. He is a veteran journalist, very kind, very good man. I know him very well. He's one of those who helped mentoring us when we're coming up in this business. Quiet. You hardly hear anybody saying anything funny from him. Just the same as Frank Sinwola. But working with Eugene Fagon, it's dangerous for him. What Eugene Fagon said is a threat to Hassan Kewu. It's a threat. It means his days there at LBS and number. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Sam Andrew. I'm Peter the Council covering under the street light in Lower Johnsonville. Mr. Sam Andrew, thank you for a fascinating discussion. Now, I don't even know why UD Falcon is bitter with AB, teacher light.
The man making impact. If the man wasn't making impact, they will not concentrate on him. They will not go.
Absolutely. And
you know what they can do? Hold on, don't worry, I'll give you a time. You know what they can do? When AB is on, they can follow the show. The first thing I can get in their mind, he coming on. He coming to say something about our president, about government. So let's listen. When they finish, when they hear something, then they will take the show, they will cut that, then they cut clip from there. They make a worry there.
Yeah, they can use the meager press briefing to raise insult aware. Or talking, they said they are describing, they are being descriptive. So when they describe just as you might walk that then, and then you become angry. I think you need to elevate your thinking horizon, man. I see why I said just think you're going triple A. This guy needs to go to school. But don't blame the man. We are the FWS, a civilized educated society, and a man of sure should not be to that particular broadcasting station. Is that ELBC does not belong to Unity Party. It belongs to the Liberian people, every Liberian citizen. And no matter their political affiliation, their religious affiliation, they have the opportunity to sit in a particular studio to articulate their view and their grievances to the Liberian people. So this man who went there as a director general, Mr. Triple A, who does not even understand anything, he just wants you feel that LBS is a personal property of Jesse Buaka or the entire government. You are getting it wrong. Get that today. The act that created the LBS, it clearly stated that it is not a state radio, a state broadcasting radio. So every Liberian citizen has the opportunity to go there to articulate their view. So if you deny AB, that means you are violating the law or the act that created LBS. So who are you? What kind of school people went to? You both sat there yesterday, you criticized everything here. Then you are at the epicenter of power. Become what?
Listen, now the man deny AB. He afraid of AB. He afraid. He deny.
You know, these guys, they don't want to accept dissenting view. I know they feel that when AB go over there, the whole government will collapse.
But as I see Eugene Fagon, something I think a couple of months ago, he went and cut that clip. He did it in a podcast. He said AB said he was showing it all.
All right.
You make a worry there.
Thank you, man.
Have a nice weekend. If you get real worry there, you can get into their bones, soul, flesh, marrow, skin. Yeah. Nobody insulting you. We're describing Bwaka is not above reproach. No official of government is above reproach, is above criticism. No. Everybody describing. Your deputy minister said, we are getting mosquito brain. Your deputy minister, Daniel Sano, he wasn't on ethical. He said, we are getting mosquito brain. Bwaka, everything we know about Bwaka that Unity Party people told us, let me tell you, we did not know. I, Sam Andrews, did not know Bwaka was using battery. That Unity Party people told us. And some of the things they still talking, let me tell you. Y'all hold on to the call small. I didn't want to say, but let me say it now. Go here. The people, Unity, yeah. But I see why God used that verse. Jeremiah 17:9. The heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can discern it thereof except he God? Only here. Do you know that the people, Bwaka deputies, Bwaka assistant minister, deputy minister, they stay discussing his illness. They stay telling people something about Joseph Yima Bwaka. Hey, man. Chief, you stop, man. You're not allowed to go to that right. You stop the thing there. We start recording you and come, we play it. Whether you call it bully or not. Because you people are wicked. The man you say you're defending, then you're chopping the man in the back, just how Brutus did. Brutus did to Caesar. Some of the thing in friendship gathering, the thing you can say about your own man. We know that Bwaka get all these illnesses that you're telling us because you're close to Bwaka. When people say that you get there, who said Bwaka was using pimples? And that Jeremiah Kun? That Jeremiah Kun. He said Bwaka using pepper. How did we get to know? How did we get to know that Bwaka using battery? And at the same United Party people, and a dependable nephew told us that Bwaka using battery. We can go around. We not around Bwaka. We far from Bwaka. So you examine yourself. Bwaka has devils within his nuclear. Bwaka has devil within his nuclear. The same people, Mr. President, that the same people can call the president Dezo, the president Dado, the president Dedeo, the president Aganaweo, the president. How we can get all those information? We in the executive mansion with the Bwaka Hall. That Bwaka own people can bring the information outside. Hello.
Yeah, Andrew. Are you coming over?
Yeah, I'm good. And you?
You know, I'm fan. Baniko Mani from Bomi County, the district. You know, Unity Party, they come over, spend a lot. It make all the country people then in the enjoy, all they know that now they are failure. The people can last so much. And when every can enter in our studio for to sit on a platform, one question for AB, it will make the whole Unity Party with Chakra. I tell you, no la. So the whole thing is just confusing to them. Yeah. So I thank you, Andrew, for analysis.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend. Hello.
Yeah. Andrew.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, my message. You go back. You are our generation, for we are the generation your life. That is the same work for your power also. We don't know your power people. We don't know your power get party. That is the same people. When we want also the also go that work the outside, go downstairs. You are going to Bakaya. That you want to have also money. You say Bakaya yes a radio. Then the person call and fix your issue. We got Baba. You can listen to the radio. And the power will be the people say, hey, it's not a woman you say, oh, say your rule, the ruler will go back to your local woman who born, they say, coffee, yeah, man. And I am my coffee, and I am say coffee. We don't want to buy you. We say, that's why that town. That I will suffer back a man for a woman, for my own sister, for you yourself, for your woman, for your sister. Thank you. I want to get it. Your money. I will go. You're going to do it. You're la. Oh, I just got your money. You're careful. That is how.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Eboka. And that's the question we asking. Who told us that Bwaka brain was going down? Who told us? The recording are there. When the man come and tell us the Burger Brain is going down, and when we talk about it and his activities, it seriously indicates that his brain is going down. Is that insult? It's not an insult. But Falcon is not a good character. Who don't know about black? I mean, that Falcon may even went as far as critiquing blacker education. How did he refer to his education? That he could not mark President we are education because our way by education arcade, call it arcade, and President we are have a morning day education, present day education. You can compare it to that of President we are. So what were you saying at that time? So the Unity Party people just need to go back and check some of these clips. They come to realize that Falcon is just a joker. Look, you know that I was seeing our embarrassed one way or the other because I was one of the other followers of Falcon during the 2017 election. They got sat on the very piece after he lied to all about your education. The guy was sounding that somebody that had PhD. But surprisingly, I didn't even follow it when you went for confirmation during our time. But when you recently went for confirmation, to know that this brother is just thinking on AA, that was a surprise. So it was just good that AB just thought only get in party, and Lee he will also deal with him. Who is he? But I blame Falcon that he's saying that it's not up clear. That's up clear. You said that this serves as a warning to Kiawu. It's not clear. That's what I blame you. Kiawu, all your good education you got master. You can sit on a don't find a human being and say you're going to find a job anywhere to do. If they harass you quietly resign and leave and go back and where you come from and go also. Okay? Because that's a complete nonsense. How they are going to do to you, they're going to muscle you only because he wanted for diversity, because that's what they believe in. They better work with BBC. They better recruit people here. So they know that opposition voices must be heard. Critical journalist voice must be heard. If you do that, it aspires to your government. But because you want to keep everything in hearing from the Liberian people, you lies. What would we use to do our government? Whenever the government will feature our appearance, they will bring all the critical journalists. Then they will re-elect. They will bring all the opposition radio station and re-elect the program for LBC. If you do that, you add value to your institution. But Falcon, you far, man. You're not near anybody around King's FA. You're not near there. So don't even play with that thing. Already you're not even school in the era of journalism because you are a political commentator. You make big mouth, you lie. They give you opportunity. Then you sit here and want to destroy our institution that you are benefiting for tax here. That's an affront to the Liberian people. Thank you, man.
All right, Mr. Carr, have a nice weekend. Bwaga is not above criticism. Nobody should be afraid. Nobody should be afraid. The president can criticize. The president can condemn. The only thing they say that the president can do, as sitting president, he can go and sue. After his presidency, they say, when I was president of Liberia, my 6 year finish in private life now, Kings FM, they said this about me, they impeached my character. So, Josh, I come for you to look at it. But you as president, you can sit there, you can criticize, and you can be criticized. The citizens have the right to express themselves about their president. They have the right. Once they are not infringing on the right of the president, they got their right to express themselves. That it is no crime, it is no violation, it is not undemocratic, it is not unethical, it is not unruly. It is the normal, because all of these guys who are preaching ethical and unruly stuff, they were all rude yesterday. They were all unethical yesterday. Let he who is clean in heart be the first to drop the stone. Nobody, none of them, all of them were rude yesterday, very reckless, irresponsible. Today, you say he calls president. Who calls president? Who insults president? Bwaka is not God. You don't take that. You don't put the country in your spiritual mess. Because if you say you're insulting the president, say everybody should worship the president. Nobody should say anything negative of the president. Nobody going on Bwaka pressing. Everybody responds to the issue because the leading newsmaker is the president. Donald Trump is the leading newsmaker in America. The Brazilian president is the leading newsmaker. Presidents all around the world, they are the leading newsmakers. They are the leading. That's why everything they say president. What kind of stupid culture we in that nobody, you know cultural standard, you know ethical standard. Look at your lives. Look at your lives in government. Look at your lives out of government. It should not even be in government. It should also extend. You go to places, look at the thing you do, how you conduct yourself, what you say to other people. You don't look at it. That's what God said. If you think speck in your brother's eye and you are more psychological, you must first check yourself to show that you have no problem, then you can. What's that? You think we are stupid when he tolerated all of those things? Because we are new, that's democracy. So you will sit on radio. You're condemning, you're insult, you're bringing all kinds of insult, anything. You ever say we are going on after anybody? You ever say we are saying anything? It was democracy. And why you people preach that the president is open to the people? The president is a public servant. Oh, today, the Bwaka public servant, everybody must bow to him because he's Nebuchadnezzar. So you tell us now that why you're portraying that Bwaka is a Nebuchadnezzar or has the characteristics of Nebuchadnezzar, everybody should worship him. Yesterday, they seen Bwaka in opposition. We have some of his clips, the things that he was saying about other people. You think Bwaka is Edward Bwaka that go? I'm going to worship him? You stop the secret fence, man. You sending out over there, you know how you go to FBS. Keep yourself quiet. You don't qualify for that job. It's just because of political opportunism or political accommodation. Not opportunism, but accommodation. They just try to accommodate you. You don't even a real Unity Party person. You think I'm talking every day, yeah. Then Unity Party people say, yeah, they may part of. You're Unity Party person. I challenge anybody. Bwaka takes Eugene Fagot from his government. Less than no time, Eugene Fagot will start cursing Bwaka and cursing Unity Party people. The guy is not trustable. He's not to be trusted. He's just like dependable nephew. Just like dependable nephew. I bet you, let Bwaka just try something. Take Fagon off the government for 2-3 weeks. When you have Fagon cursing Bwaka, when you have Fagon explaining some personal things about Bwaka, you must never ever believe me on this on anything. Hello.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I think my brother.
Yeah, let's hear you, doctor. Now you alone get doctor now. Rachel Kung, that doctor.
No, I want to call. I just want to play this thing. But we are talking. I just laugh. Let me go and be my own point.
So when they call you Doctor Master Z, they will call it man, Doctor Rachel Kung.
My doctor position is not get no things sent behind. And so I said. Ain't get no sense about it, man. It get a lot of sense behind it. You know, the moment ratting. I okay. People with doctor, we have so good doctor again. Doctor degree again. 2, the man said 2 for 5. You can't call you for a 5 for 2 for 5. You know, passing. All the money you making. Then you guys are criminal in the house. You power to get there. So you will not clear. That way the person will be saying, oh, master, doctor, this, that. Don't do it. I made myself on the scene, They made some criminal. So I could myself with him, and they block that issue, my son. Like you just said, they other men call, I know, Fako, uniform, and they call him, and he have people to not get on stage, or to say them a whole thing. The man will beat the face down. Nothing that I know nothing in a brain more than the old shoe. Nothing in a brain. See there, just big more he get. That place is for Liberians, enough for a park, enough for Guacama. Now what that's your money over there, so say can go there, say what to say. Then you say when he go there, look at it, say what you do. Is it a stupid man that you? Maybe that's stupid. Maybe say I'm going, that's I'm going. He said the message you again said to bring. Bring on what? What you do? It do stupid that you were every now foolish that you were. He signed one of school, he is school, he won the school, and to the issue of the Boaka and Boaka and Libango. Just better we are here.
Dr. Mansisi? Your line triple. Your line trip, Mansisi. Hello? 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 You are on the air, Chief.
Yeah, hello?
Oh, but my man, what happened? You called and you play on the phone?
No, I know I answered. Sorry, Abraham can say, I am not here. Yeah, as you were saying, the using wagon man, what is talking about? He was a wagon man, their whole group. There is no going up brain because they are not governing well, because everything you are sharing wisdom, you are sharing good brain, you govern well. So that is making fun of our country and they say they are governing. The sound will reach for them, they will pack that low and go. So that's what I get to say, brother. Thank you.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
Sam Andrew.
Yeah.
How are you? This is my Anita. Come and know as we are my participation. So thank you. Listen.
Hello? You went off or you still on the line? You still on, madam? You still on? Hey, then something is happening. I'm looking at the phone. You still on? Your unit still going. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
The game is just almost 90 minutes. Every country went on 2 Unifagon 0. Unifagon spread on the ball until he didn't know what to do. But that man Unifagon can't sleep because of every country went on. So I think we knew some of us know say what the guys will be doing. They know that here touching the ball. They are better than ball. How about the ball? They are better than him. Thank you also much for the time.
Thank you too. Have a nice weekend. Yes. Thank you.
The Omer is old. He take home to be vice president.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired. He could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature.
Now, who did say Boaga has a brain problem? When you say literally the brain is going down, you're saying that the person's mind is diminishing. The person is moving from a normal pattern of himself to an artificial status that reasoning will give him problem. Understanding will be a problem. Very serious. Simply put, he's in a state of dementia. When you're that man, but you're getting that common sense, oh, that simple reasoning. Who told us all these things? That you said the man is the man brain. He said Boaga brain is going down. What was he doing? He was describing. The vice president was being descriptive. Let us elevate our conversation. Let us be more refined. Let us move to the state of intellectualism. Let's stop being so petty. Drop the political sentiment. Put on your literal self. Know the difference between description and using vulgar expressions. Vulgar expressions that you call insults, that the one that people then can use in a yard. 2 women and fighting. Yeah, Papa, yeah, the one is Zogo then. When you make Zogo there, especially, and you know, or kind of thing that can come from Zogoma in a community, the one that people can hear, hey, stop it. I want that they call real insult, where you go on the person. But the one we in, they call it description. You know who told you they know? They went to school. They are educated people. But that sycophancy, our culture, you must play the sycophancy so that you will be seen as being a good or a loyal person. And that's the most deceptive part of human existence. Tell the truth. Nobody insults. Nobody. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, I've been looking for it to bring a bourgeois radio that is owned by Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence and Senator Darius DeLaw. And I will get that recording and bring it. What did they say on the radio? Something. How did they describe the former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor? They sat on the radio and went pushing up with the woman using words that they should not have used. They had no time to know that she is a lady and the former vice president. But the fact that they had the backing because they are a government station supported by Senator DeLaw and Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence. You got to look at your soul before you look at another person and say you have a bad soul. You listen to the other radios and hear what the people say on those radios. Do they come out and say it's unethical? I mean, yeah, it's unethical. You insulting. They don't say it. They allow it to slide. Listen to the descriptions they use on opposition. Do the people come out and say, you stop this thing? They allow it to flow. They use the very government arm, the government information platform to denigrate, to reduce, using unruly expression. Is it normal when you look at a political leader and say you get mosquito brain? So let's use your words for discussion's sake. Let's agree that you consider people insulting the president. So it doesn't make sense to you. It's not unethical. It's not unruly. When other people, when your own people referring to political leaders in the opposition are having mosquito brain, they are short like dwarf. Those are good expressions. They are not unruly expressions. Something must be wrong with you guys. You think AB looking for a platform? That people can invite AB and AB can turn it down. Sometimes he moves based on the situation. The person who does not have, when the person is denied, it hurts the person, but not the person who has. And the person is even better off than you. This now will change our culture for the better. That government officials will examine their expressions. That everybody will look at themselves now and say, we have to be mindful of how we speak of each other or one another. We have to be mindful and respect everybody, irrespective of our difference. At least, maybe this is how God wants to get the atmosphere refined. You say, he'll use AB way, receive the invitation, they will say this, they will say that, and you will react this way, and then everybody will come to their senses. Today is Friday. Monday, the week starts. Don't listen to Kings FM. Don't listen to Voice of Liberia. Don't listen to Banner. Leave the opposition radios. Just turn to government radios. Flip through government and pro-government. If you don't hear undesirable things in your ear coming from those people, never ever believe me in this place. When I sit down here, don't say anything you won't say to me. Take the telephone, you call and you remind me and say, this is what you're going to say. I will allow you to flow. Don't listen to any one of the opposition radio stations. Monday, just tune to government and pro-government and see if you hear unethical things, if you hear undesirable descriptions from government people mouths to other people. Never ever respect me. Never ever. Even you see me in the street say yeah, the mayor, they say Andrew, man, you can lie, you did say that. I will say, yes, sir, chief, you're right. But I will prove you wrong. Because they do the same. Yet they don't want anybody. How can you portray yourself you are dirty? You dirty. Then you portray yourself as clean and talking about other people as being dirty. What sense does that make? When people saying that you dirty, then you telling the next man you dirty. You're said on the same state radio, you do something, you say some things that are undesirable, unethical, not representative of the state broadcaster, not representative of the other radio stations that support you people. You're saturating the atmosphere with undesirable conduct, undesirable speeches, as if we're not listening to. This place is not a village of just unity party people. All of us in the space, we listen to radio. We follow the internet. We see, we read. You have your people, apart from this, you have your people on the internet and other areas on your radio station saying, George, we are die. Wishing George, we are deaf. Should you be saying that? Should your people be saying that? Did any unity party person say, this is wrong, let us stop? It should not be. Why we are different ideologically, but this is the former president, why he is our political opponent, but this has got nothing to do with politics. Death is not politics. Life is in politics. So let's take your stop. Every one of them were enjoying it. Their people were flowing. Did they come on and say, no? Who is clean? Who is clean? In your community, in your houses, in your yard, you use expressions that you ought not to use. Your family, you're a government official. We've seen some of you people, your wives, your sons, your daughters, everybody relative to that, they're using expressions that they ought not to use. Oh, that only government, you don't use government as a small screen. I see you, man. Chief, you leave that thing here, you drop it. That one, your small children inside. Nobody insulting here. AB doesn't need anybody platform. AB being on a given platform other than King's Event is a promotion. Listen, just take it to test. Before AB can sit down, the main viewer now, so before he can even sit down, it's about 50, 40, all the way. It'll just be going. So assume that you want on FBS, you're going to increase FBS live feed. You're going to increase the viewers. Just the fact that AB, the name AB is a brand. Eugene Fagon is not a brand. Sorry, no disrespect to the guys, but I think I'm initiating debate. So you can say anything I want to say against me, against others, but initiating the debate, that intellectual cycle we're in. The guys at FBS, with the exception of Hassan Kawu, who was inviting AB, the rest of the guys, they're not above AB. They're not above. AB setting on that show, just the name, just the announcement goes out and say AB will be appearing on FBS's and so show. AB, almost 3 to 4 million followers, they will turn there. What's going to happen to FBS viewers will increase. So look at it now, put the logic into it. The name AB Wion is a brand. It's a brand. The name Abby Williams is a brand. No radio station Abby sets on, and that station fame does not increase. Eugene Falcon he's not a brand. Even Boga is not a brand. There, yesterday you saw it. And he was boo. Chief, your leader team, man. We beg you, yeah? Yeah? VB Kun. What you got to say about our papa?
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, a good everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him pamper. Every day I gotta buy a pamper. There's a man who bought me pamper before. I'm buying pamper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said it. He said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else. These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, a good everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him pamper. Every day I gotta buy a pamper. There's a man who bought me pamper before. I'm buying pamper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said it. He said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else. These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, a good everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him pamper. Every day I gotta buy a pamper. There's a man who bought me pamper before.
I see you, man. Time is of the essence. That's a weekend. Thank you, people. I did extremely well to be with us from Monday to Friday. Yeah. So that's it there, yeah? See, but of course the president say, yeah, A.B. Williams says on the radio and cost the president verbal. Even God, even cost God. What Job wife say? Job wife say cost God. Cost God and that. Take the death from there, but she said cost God. God is a public figure. God is a servant unto the people. That's why he takes responsibility for the people's life. So he said, everything, bring it unto me. I am at your disposal. I am at your service. That's why he said, he who want to be your leader must first serve as your servant. Must first be your servant. What's the bragging thing? Or president? What extra in a president thing? I'm talking about insulting the president. The same people can mislead president. They see people, they see sycophants. Insulting president. President a God, a demon God. President can be talked to, he can be criticized, he can be condemned. That one, our democracy just mess up, petty, childish. The great United States, they both say all manner of things against the president. They design the president into different cartoons. You also saw people condemning them and taking them to jail. Well, the country full of too much sycophants. You drop it. Bwaka is not law and gospel. Bwaka is not a deputy to God. Maybe Bwaka is God for Unity Party people, your ministers and other people, because that's what you're trying to say. You worship him as your God. So instead of worshiping God, you worship man. And that's how God can inflict curse, disaster. Nobody must talk to the president. Everybody must respect the president. The president must firstly respect himself before respecting. The higher they go, that's the rule. That's the golden rule God put down. If you want somebody to respect you, you firstly respect yourself. And Bwaga is a traditional man. He knows that very well. You drop that nonsense. Like intellectualize. You said that the Ministry of Information, you're ring invectives. You say all manner of things descriptively. You ain't see those things? I better stop. Who want your platform? Let's see here, man. Where my guy? Let me go. Where our song? Who want your platform? AB sitting on FBS. That big morale, big morale for FBS. Big morale. So now, AB comes to do the show. Just it reached 8 o'clock and the people start hearing the bites. Check the live feed. You'll go see. Less than 5 minutes, it gone to 10,000, 15,000 viewers. Less than 15 minutes, 20,000. It's just going up and up and up and up. Before, when you sit down now and start talking, you check it. That's why the women put it there for you to see the number of people that follow it. Less than 5 minutes, it gone to 10,000, 15,000, 30 minutes, 20. Just claim it. You're not buying you. If you're not buying viewers like the other people can buy. You're not buying it. We that one we even know again that they see Eugene Fagon to us say the people when you see the number the viewership to 60,000, 70,000, they pay for it. So the network can increase there. If you can buy it natural. Yeah, I see you. The only thing I decided to talk today, I see you that the weekend. Yeah. Yeah, man. Why was so? Okay. I see you. So CDC hour is on at 6:50. Isiaka Sharif is here at 6:50. Join him for that. And then at 8 o'clock, that's it. The doctor himself is in. The man of the night, the man of the hour, the teacher of the land, the only light. Anthony at law, A.B. William, will face the issues. The man that the government worries about, government officials worry about. Yeah, if he's a hero, Bwaga is afraid of the bear, ministers are afraid of the bear, everybody. When we tell you, you say you get your platform, we get our own radio station. Then the sophisticated equipment you have, no, you can have all of those things. Once you don't have the right people behind the microphone to make the impact, that for nothing. That's what is happening to most of the radio stations. And radio station, the impact, the people you have behind the microphone, you ask BBC, VOA, Radio Al Jazeera, ask them. They don't put just anybody behind the microphone because radio for impact, radio to make a difference. And where it starts from? The people who sitting behind the microphone. You can have the best of all equipment, but once you can't have that delivery, who wants to listen to you? The Bonan get time to know what kind of equipment you have. They tune for satisfaction. They tune in for impact. Radio is all about delivery. I see you. Yeah, our song, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.